Morning, y'all. What's up? 7:32 on a Wednesday morning. This is 88.7 FM KAZI. We are the voice of Austin. 41 years of being in your ear, baby. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Jabari Warfield in the building. This is the morning grind. And of course, got to ride with the one and only Douglas Paul Washington, a.k.a. Dap Dub from the Fans View.
Doing it.
Well.
Yes, sir.
What's good, son?
Jabari.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yo.
I need help, bro. I need help.
Okay.
I'm going to need your help.
All right, cool.
These jokers are getting out of school, and everybody want to come and hang out with Cousin Doug out in Austin. Why we in the top largest cities in America? Did you know we was top 10?
Yeah, man.
Well, they know too, and they coming.
Really?
Look. Dapper D got a mansion. Yeah, but I can't be fitting everybody. I got a lot of cousins, man. I got 14 aunts and uncles.
Seriously?
And that's a lot of cousins.
That's a lot of folks.
And because I'm a young cat, my cousins is in college.
Oh, my God. You kidding?
And now they on college breaks, and they all want to pile up in here. Man, we can't all fit. I don't care if they here. I got some Bernie Mac type dialogue I could give you off air, but I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling. It's getting on my nerves.
These motherfuckers, they're just showing up at my doorstep.
Get out my.
What do I do?
Change your name to Rick Ross.
What?
Go to that 100. Rick's got like a 100 room mansion or something like that. Rick is balling. Yeah, man. If you were Rick Ross right about now, bro, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
So there comes a point where I could turn people away. I ain't gotta lay everybody on the floor, on the couch, let them hang from the ceilings. I at some point I can start saying no.
Hanging from the ceiling is not a bad idea. Yeah,
they'll take whatever space they could get.
Give them the Spider-Man bed where it hangs from the ceiling and just put them all up there.
Well, it's just that I had a thought. I got this little loft area, and I thought, what if we hung a hammock from there? And I shouldn't even said that out loud.
Yeah, man. No, we've done that before. Like we would go to my aunt's house in Chicago on the south side, right? And yeah, it'd be all about the air mattresses and putting folk here and putting folk there, man, and eating food at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, bro. Now I get it. How many folks do you have coming up, by the way?
Well, I don't know. I can't say I have a official count, but I easily got 25 people that would love to fall through.
I would cut that by a third.
That's a lot of cousins, man.
That's a lot of toilet paper.
It's also hard. Yeah. Oh, we still got the stockage from the COVID.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
So
you good that way?
Yeah, we just one of those people.
Son. Okay. No, ain't nothing wrong with that though. If you
bulk shopping,
if you prepare, you don't have to worry about being prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it ain't the 2-ply.
No, okay.
Yeah, we want that quick.
No, keep the 2-ply for yourself.
Yes.
Give them the 1-ply and make sure that they, everything's good. Make sure they wash their hands and all that good stuff. Sometimes, especially if you're in college, you stop caring.
Ooh,
it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do whatever. Yeah.
Anybody gonna come visit you though?
No, man.
Over the holidays.
Ain't nobody coming this way, man. I'm actually trying to get to them.
You got to go to them.
Yeah, I got to go see my aunt, man.
What you telling people about Austin? They don't even want to come there.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. All right, it's the Morning Grind, 88.7 FM KAZI. Your boy Jabari Warfield. Dap Dubs in the building, y'all. 7:36. A little later on this morning, we got some guests stopping by. We'll tell you about all of that coming up. Don't forget, take us with you, KAZIFM.org on the TuneIn app as well. Get that TuneIn app, search KAZI and hang out. KAZI, that's that DJ De Niro mix, man. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, popping.
De Niro.
Shout out to De Niro, man.
Making money with his mix.
Exactly.
Just in case, they don't speak the Espanol.
Yeah.
De Niro is dollar. That's
money.
That's that money. That's that money in Spanish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's money.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Trying to get you through the traffic, too, so we appreciate that. Shout out to DJ De Niro. Also, shout out to my boy DJ Wiz. I know I think Wiz is probably on his way out of town. I was talking to him last night. So shout out to DJ Wiz. Appreciate you, my man. Let's take a look at what's going on road-wise. It's a mess because, we Austin, Texas, and in traffic, that's what we do. We man. Oh my God, I love my city, but I hate the traffic. So absolutely hate my traffic. Woo, son. All right, here's what's going on. Got a collision right now at Mopac, frontage road to Mopac near Stack Avenue, so watch out for that. Stalled out car as well at Montopolis and 71. And looks like we've got 2 flipped over cars.
Wait, what?
Overturned cars. Yeah, rollovers, man. This is, when I was doing traffic over News 8 Austin, man, rollovers all the time, man. And
what they doing?
Bruh, just folks going too fast, taking them crazy turns, man. Mopac and 290 is where one of them is. And then we've got another one at Mopac and Windsor Road. Both overturned vehicles, so watch out for these. And actually, they may be right around the same area, so look out for that delays there. 71 in Montopolis, stalled out car as well, so watch out for that. And, of course, you know what it is on these roads, man. Give yourself at least 20, 30 extra minutes of time, no matter where you are going, because this is Austin, Texas, and we got to have the best traffic jams. We just got to do it.
I mean, what we talked about earlier, when you a top 10 city, the traffic cometh.
Yes, sir. Yes, the traffic does. It's crazy. It's crazy. So shout out to Stacey Shea real quick. Good morning, Stacey.
Whoa, Stacey.
Yes.
Stacey, whoa, Stacey, whoa.
Yep. Stacey's out there doing her thing. So shout out to Stacey. I gotta give her a shout, man, because when I came back, and I started, just trying to get my feet wet again in radio, and it's like anything else. You got to know what's going on.
Yeah.
She really helped me get, just guided me how to deal with the computers and all this other stuff. And I know about computers, but the thing about it is, whenever you're dealing with radio software and everything else, man, this sucker's temperamental.
Yes.
This thing we rolling with is temperamental, so we got to ride it. It's like a horse that wants to, you got to keep going, and the horse is like, no, I'm tired. It's like, nah, come on, give me another mile.
Listeners, I want y'all to know, if y'all are Star Wars fans or Star Trek, I need y'all to know that when this brother is sitting over there, he's engineering. It looks like he's in a cockpit. He got these buttons. He's pushing thrusters forward and pulling them back. He's doing everything that your drone does, but he got to do it by himself.
Exactly.
I want to say he's like a hamster in a wheel. And if Jabari don't keep running, then this station ain't running.
This is true.
Y'all ain't getting none of this.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I give respect.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I also got a shout out to my daughter Ava. She's on her way to school to get them A's and B's, all that good stuff. And shout out to you, baby, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. So real quick, I just want to talk about this, as I thought this was a great subject to bring up, and I want to thank Brandon Temple, drummer Brandon Temple, for bringing this to my attention. The city of Austin is set to vote on phase 1 of HOME, which is Home Options for Middle Income Empowerment. This is going to take place on December 7th, and it's a series of initiatives that is supposed to address Austin's critical housing shortage. And some folks are with it. Some folks are saying this is just going to be a big mess, and it's not something we want to deal with. We just we ain't feeling it. So don't forget, on December 7th, you can make your voice heard if you have an opposition to what's going on with HOME, because at some point this is going to possibly displace some folks. Some folks say it's good, some folks say it's not. Either way, you should definitely make your voice heard. December 7th, it's a resolution that's going to be put forward on December 14th. It could provide financial assistance to low and middle income homeowners, or it could do the exact opposite and give developers, basically make a feeding ground for developers. And man, we already got, I get so claustrophobic when I walk downtown, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I know there's a lot of folks, and I'm speaking as an old head. I'm from here. I lived here. I grew up here. So, y'all can love on me or hate me. I do not care. This is my city. This is where I grew up. And if I'm feeling so claustrophobic walking through there, walking through my own city, at some point there's an issue. And also, housing is a big issue. Yeah. Affordable housing is a big issue. And folks got to, we need a place to live, man, and got to be able to afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw that some of those topics were revising regulations that apply to a property with 2 housing units, and that could go a lot of different ways. And then removing restrictions on the number of unrelated adults living in a housing unit. Listen, that's kind of important. As we ascend as one of the largest cities in America, costs rise.
Yes, sir.
And I don't personal opinion, I don't think that we should be told how many roommates we have, how many people live in one resident. If someone moves in, or if I need the help, or if I want to rent out a room, I should be able to do that on that property.
Thank you. It's my house.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Like Eddie Murphy said, you know what it is? And you don't like it?
But then,
You know what I mean?
you remember what I said, though? At my house, there's too many people, though. I got too many cousins coming to visit from the holiday break.
Folks coming in.
Why I gotta, see, it sucks being this young and good looking. I just threw in that last part for you, Jabari.
You know what?
But being this young and good looking with all my cousins being of college age, it really sucks that they all want to come visit.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe I could tell them that we've already had a vote in town and they can't all come
They can't all come
Maybe
in.
I should use that.
Yeah, try that out. Try that out. All right, let's see if we got a call. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
We got a caller. I heard my name, y'all. I heard my name.
Was your ears burning?
Yeah. We say it 3 times in a row.
You got me tearing up on a Wednesday, Jabari.
That's what I do, man. I make women cry. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Don't put that on the profile, brother. Don't put that on the profile.
Don't tell it. Don't tell it. But no, that was. Thank you so much. But I want to say that it's a mutual inspiration. There's a mutual learning, a mutual teaching, and things. And I love KAZI for what we represent and the fact that we are always sharing knowledge with each other and we're always learning from each other. And everybody up there is so very talented with their very different gifts. And we all get to benefit from that. And so I'm so humbled and honored and excited to be a part of the whole thing in the first place. But can I get serious for a minute?
Yeah, you can get serious. Go ahead.
I'm done being sappy. Now I'm going to get serious.
Okay.
Okay. You were talking about what's coming up on the 7th and what's going on with the city. And this is one of those things that we've been talking about at the radio station in depth for some time now. Because there was an agenda item that passed several months ago that said that they can split up those lots, but there was nothing, no stipulation in there that says that any amount of it has to be affordable housing. Right. And the problem with it, as I've been saying, I can't say we, but where's the disclaimer? Have you run the disclaimer yet?
Yeah, disclaimer's up. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah. No cuss words, though. Don't be cussing on it.
No, I won't cuss. I won't cuss. But there's no stipulation in there for there to be any affordable housing, and the problem arises when you consider certain areas where there are corporations, very, very wealthy businesses that own these lots instead of individual families. Mm-hmm. Like, it'd be fine if it was grandma's lot and then she could put auntie and uncle and everybody else on her lot in the backyard, and she could split it into those houses. But that's not how this is written. And so we really need to stand up and show up and tell them that we don't want it this way. Like, we don't want developers to come in and own 35% of a certain neighborhood.
Right.
And be able to build all these houses, because it's not going to be helpful to us. Like, being able to put more housing, increasing density. They increase density without increasing affordability, as Austin is famous for, as far as addressing parts of issues that impact us as a community, but not addressing the actual root cause. Like, we need more density, yes, but we need that density to include affordable housing, and y'all left that out.
Right, right. And there's so much land that is not being used. You know, it's like they're trying to stack us up on top of each other, and and the property tax. Do not get me started on property tax. I got a house where the property tax has doubled like in the last 6 years. Sheesh. Just ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
It's absurd. It's absurd. And then of course, the cool cousin Dub has to have people hanging in his hammock in his living room.
He gonna do that Spider-Man move and have them kids hanging off the ceiling.
I gotta put them somewhere. Closets.
They're all gonna be in the little edge chairs hanging from his loft.
I'm saying.
But I don't know. I'm so glad y'all are talking about it though. And of course I'll be in tomorrow, but I don't have to talk about it tomorrow because I can talk about it with y'all today.
There we go. Yep. Well, still keep fighting that good fight. I know you are. I know I'm preaching to the converted. I know you're gonna do that. So yeah, let's talk about it tomorrow too. Shoot, why not?
Yeah, of course. But thank you so much for everything that y'all do, and thank y'all for bringing these things up, and thank y'all for being fun in the morning.
Thank you, fam. We appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
All right, you too. Take care.
She could be anywhere in the world, but she is on with us. That's Stacey Shay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
giving it the good stuff. Hey, Stacey was my first. Stacey brought me in.
She did bring you in.
And then, unfortunately for her, we was a dynamic duo through the summer.
Black man and Robin.
I like that. Because she do be out here robbing people.
Yeah,
oh,
but-
wait.
oh, see,
but,
no,
that's not what you were saying?
No,
you meant the bird.
Yeah, I meant the
I
bird.
done put her business in the street. I
Yeah,
done
see,
dry snitched
see.
on her. Now she about to get pulled over.
Yeah.
hey, that's admissible in court. Douglas just said, you know,
It is
remember
admissible, yeah.
the rapper, his lyrics was going to be brought into court now,
Man, that is
and now the
ridiculous,
stuff
man.
that Douglas says into the microphone, the guy Stacey hemmed up.
Yeah, exactly. That is so bad. All right, let's take a break and come back. You're listening to The Morning Grind.
More to come with The Morning Grind right here on 88.7 FM, KAZI.
The Morning Grind on 88.7.
We're here to entertain, educate, and empower. The Morning Grind.
800, baby. On a Warfield Wednesday, what's happening? How you doing? It's your boy Jabari Warfield. Dap Dub's also in the building.
Doing it.
Yes, sir. This is 88.7 KAZI. Don't forget, you can take us with you. Back pocket.
How?
By putting the TuneIn app on your phone.
I got to download that?
Yes, sir. Download
okay.
that TuneIn app.
right.
Take us with you. It's a cool thing. All right, I tell you what is not a cool thing right now. We've got collisions at Mopac and Steck Avenue. I know, bro. I know. Overturned cars being reported.
Good grief.
I know, Ed. This is one of them at 290 and Mopac, and another one at Mopac and Windsor. Could be right around the same area because it looked like they came in at the same time. So more than likely, I don't have my traffic skills with me today, but more likely this is going to be
Playing Crash Derby out
Man,
there, bumper cars
bro,
out there.
I don't get it. All right, so a little later on this morning, we're going to be talking with Lynn Coles again from Foundation Community. She's going to be hanging with us for a hot second. And so 7 FM KAZI had to get some Parliament in there. I'm just feeling funky today, man.
Hey, we want the funk,
Well, yeah, we got to have that funk.
and you gave it to us.
Well, that's what I do, man. So I'm over here running this Millennium Falcon with the hyperdrive.
Oh!
Yeah, nah, man.
Yeah, you know what? You are Billy D in Star Wars.
Yeah,
You're
man.
running it like that.
I got to drop
So-
my voice down for Billy.
Lando Carisi. That's gonna be. You know what? That's you. I'm gonna make that meme. I'm gonna take a picture of you today when you ain't ready.
Right.
And then I'm gonna superimpose. I'm gonna show you my
Lando.
photoshopping skills. Put that on social media.
Well, give me a better hairstyle than he had, man. Lando's hairstyle in Star Wars was jacked. It really was.
Well,
it was jacked.
Hey, bro, hold on. How many places out in space can keep that perm tight? So give a brother a chance.
No, you didn't.
He was going from galaxy to galaxy, searching the universe, trying to keep that perm tight.
Oh, my stomach hurts. Yo,
Yeah,
son.
I'm just saying. I'm Team Billy D. I know what it is.
Yeah, I guess ain't a lot of folks doing the perms.
He was trying to keep. Yeah, hey, Star Wars! Shout out to Star Wars because they were showing diversity in the '70s. They were like,
That's
"Listen,
very true.
people look very different all over the universe. We're gonna give y'all a little bit of this, a little bit of that."
Yeah.
And they didn't care. They put Billy D in. That's diversity.
Yeah,
So
they did.
George Lucas, ahead of his time, really appreciate him doing that. But yeah.
Yeah, Billy D and
the
of course-
universe ain't ready.
No, they ain't ready
They
for
ain't
this.
got the salons. They ain't got
Exactly.
the shop. The barber shop. It ain't
Oh,
out there.
my stomach hurts. That's so funny.
on planet Afroian.
Yeah.
Lando ain't found that
Yeah,
yet.
exactly. Planet Black.
He looking.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I bet he be banned.
Oh, I'm
He be banned. You can't let Billy D. That brother.
Yeah.
With his own ship.
Yeah.
If he showed up at planet Afroian, you gotta ban him
He
because
is
I'm gonna tell you when he leaves, there's a population surge.
Son,
I'm just saying.
son,
9
son.
months.
Yes,
that brother was
yeah,
too
yeah,
smooth.
Exactly. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Too
was.
smooth.
Oh my goodness. 8:11 here on 88.7 KAZ. I hope you're having fun, y'all. Hope you're getting through the morning. Of course, traffic's really bad, so pack your patience with you, along with
Yeah.
everything else. It's definitely gonna be a tough one. So let's shift into another mode. Last week we had Lynn Coles from Foundation Communities joining us, and she is joining us again this morning to talk more about Foundation Communities. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much. I feel so lucky to be here with y'all 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, man.
Lynn
it's
Coles, you
fantastic.
keep coming through like this, you're gonna get a nickname. L to the C,
L to the
LC
C.
Boogie.
We're gonna put Lynn to work. That's what
Right.
Like, wait a minute. I came over there for an interview. Next thing I know, I'm working for these dudes.
As
like
those
7 in
who
the
don't
morning
know,
every day.
she's very tall, so we may call her Treetop. I mean, I don't know.
Something like that.
She gonna
Never
get
heard
a
that before.
nickname pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've never heard that. No tall jokes.
Death
right?
from above.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the weather up there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, Lynn, so tell us a little bit more about Foundation Communities, because I think we had some folks tune in. For those who didn't tune in, you can, if you would just give us more information, give us the information, basically what we're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So I am here to help promote the public health enrollment period. The public health enrollment period is a time when people who don't have health insurance from their employers, most people who don't have health insurance from their employers, or even some people who do because it's too expensive or maybe it's not good enough health insurance, when those folks can enroll in health plans that oftentimes are financially supported by the federal government through the IRS. So the enrollment period is a time when people who don't have those offers of employer coverage can fill out an application and pick a plan, and then the IRS will help them pay for that plan the same way that an employer helps people who are employed pay for their health insurance. So it just transfers the kind of like financial help from the employer over to the federal government, because the folks who enroll in public health insurance plans through what's called the health insurance marketplace, or at healthcare.gov, if anyone's ever been to that website, because the employer they don't have an employer that helps them pay for their health insurance, the government helps them. And so that's what makes it affordable. So I'm here to advertise this enrollment period, which started back on November 1st and extends all the way through January 16th next year. But there is an important deadline in the middle of that. And the deadline is December 15th, which is coming up next week, next Friday. And so December 15th is the deadline when most people, not all people, but most people who want to have plans that start on January 1st of 2024. So you want to that new year comes and you want to get in the habit of, seeing your primary care doctor and getting a physical for the year, and maybe just getting that thing checked out that you hadn't gotten checked out in a while. For those people who are ready to get going and get started on January 1st, December 15th is usually the deadline for those folks to enroll in a plan. And then I'll be quiet in here in a second, but Foundation Communities is also a broadly serving nonprofit organization that has financial coaching for free, free tax help, bringing millions of dollars back into the Central Texas economy by helping people get as much money back as possible on their taxes. Tax season's coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, but anyway, the health enrollment period now, and then we also have a college and career hub. We have affordable housing. We have healthy living initiatives. So just generally an organization that wants to support financial health and physical health and community health in Central Texas and across Texas also.
Sounds good. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Now we've got, I think the website is foundcom.org.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
good.
right.
So it's FOUNDCOM.org, and that's in the basically from there you can see housing, education, prosper financial programs, getting involved if you actually want to get involved with this as well. And the enrollment says open enrollment is from November 1st to January 16th, 2024. But then again, you mentioned also that there is a deadline coming up for December 15th. So y'all get on it.
Yeah.
I believe you had another question.
Yeah,
bro.
I got some health there.
right.
I got to get into some hard hitting healthcare cultural
for it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cultural stuff.
Totally.
So she didn't say she was a sociologist, but she's about to mesh medicine and sociology right here. So we're gonna get to the culture of it.
Totally.
Lynn Coles. Lynn, we come from a background where a lot of times things are passed down. There are home remedies. Now I'm gonna chase you on your hip hop culture here. There's a song called Grills, and it's by Nelly, and these are things that we get that are passed down. You see, if you got me going to healthcare and spending all this money out there, this is where the lyrics come in. You see, my grandmama hate it, but my little mama love it. Home remedies versus healthcare.
Yeah.
Tell me why you're trying to tell me that I may have to give up my home remedies that grandma done passed down, and she says I do this.
Right.
You telling me I gotta go see Dr. Bob, who I don't even know?
Yeah.
You going up against grandma?
I'm never going up against grandma.
Okay,
Never.
okay.
Grandma is 100% right all of the time. Like all of the time. Yes.
Mix fixes everything.
And my grandmamas aren't even alive anymore, but they are listening right now. So
Okay,
I know.
all
Yeah. Right. So absolutely both of these types of knowledge, the knowledge that the medical community has and the knowledge that that communities pass down for generations.
Yes, ma'am.
In our grandmother's home remedies, in our healers remedies, in the family doctor who's been around for the last 40 years. Like, the knowledge that community members have who are not medical doctors is so important at making sure that people are healthy. So what we recommend is that people have a health insurance plan for the things that are that you can't do when your grandmother wants to try to give you a salve or a treatment for a sore throat.
Yeah.
Absolutely, those things are necessary and important, and again, like, just full of generations of knowledge passed down. So we keep those things and we do them.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. Also, it's important for people to have a health insurance plan so that in case there is a medical emergency, like we talked about appendicitis last week, right?
Yes, we did.
If your appendix bursts, like, grandmama is not going to be able to help with that, right? But
no.
the hospital will.
No.
And so there's a way to, like, merge these two types of knowledge, these two types of medical practices into a healthy lifestyle. And it's definitely make sure that you are consulting with your family and your healers when you're not feeling well, and get the teas and drink the herbs and like get the helping family healing, the touch, that can help people heal so much. But then also get an annual physical, get your blood checked, get your cholesterol levels checked. Like, so it's important to be able to do both of those types of things so that you have the kind of like the medical community's knowledge on one side, and then you also have that knowledge supplementing the family and traditional and community healing as well.
Lynn Coles don't play. Y'all see what she did there? She said we gonna mix that.
Yeah.
We gonna mix. Since you want to talk hip hop, Dougie, she said we gonna mix. We gonna remix. I'm gonna play this beat and then I'm gonna throw this on top. Right. So you're saying we could do a little herbal, and it doesn't have to be versus. It doesn't have to be herbal versus synthetic medicines.
Right.
You're saying we could blend all this together because you mentioned the herbs. So I appreciate that you are understanding.
Yeah,
okay.
Totally.
Lynn
And
Coles,
I'll go pick some holly leaves and make a tea out of those. Yeah, absolutely.
You ain't messing around. You got time for the one more?
I think we're gonna take a little break and come back. We're gonna take a little break and come back. More with Lynn Coles from Foundation Communities here on the Morning Grind, 88.7 KAZI. We'll be back.
More to come with the Morning Grind right here on 88.7 FM KAZI.
Support for KZI is provided by City of Austin's Code Compliance Team.
FM KAZI. Lenny Kravitz been in the news because everybody's saying Lenny ain't black enough.
Yeah,
so
man.
I don't know what is going on, man.
How do you do that?
Nah. I think he said that he didn't get the award, a lot of love from.
He's never been on them. He's never been on the the NAACP. He's never been on BET Awards.
Right.
He's never performed.
That's crazy.
Now, why wouldn't you invite him?
Lenny's the dude, man. And that track I just played, I Belong to You, from the 5 album. That 5 album is crazy. Legit. Straight up. And it's that you and I were into a whole nother conversation about that.
Yeah.
Before we came on about what Lenny, feels and what he's getting and what he's not getting as far as, the love from us. Mm-hmm. Lenny Kravitz has always been that dude for me, man.
Maybe that's the radio nickname. We'll call you Lenny Kravitz, but it'll be Lenny Kravitz with the C instead of the K.
Lenny Kravitz?
Lynn. Is the middle initial E?
No, it's A.
Yeah. Lynn A. Kravitz. Lynn A. Kravitz. We'll get there.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Lynn Coles is what it said, just incidentally, just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
So Lynn A.
He already started. Yeah. Oh,
I need to know here.
Yeah.
I hit you with the other one. She side. She's too smooth, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can get her with this one. Help me. This one is not a catch you.
Sure.
This one is actually something educational.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me what are the differences between a copay and health co-insurance?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that? What are we talking about?
So this is these are complicated terms if you're encountering from the first time, but you over time it's totally possible to get it. So important to reach out to your local health navigators. Important to make sure that you have a guide through questions like this, so that you can work one-on-one with a health educator to know these things before you get into the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Again. just shout out to our program. Shout out to all navigators across Texas. There's 12 other navigator entities around the state.
Oh.
There's other organizations that don't necessarily get funded to do this nonprofit work, but we'd be happy to share their information with anybody who calls in if you're not from around the Central Texas area. You should always have your navigator's phone number in your phone to answer questions like this. What's a copay? What's coinsurance? So a copay is an amount of money that people pay to see the doctor. You pay it when you get there. You don't get billed for it. And it's an amount of money that people pay for a doctor before they reach their deductible. So health insurance plans have, it's helpful to talk in terms of that makes sense to people. So it's like a chunk of money. This is a deductible. A deductible is a chunk of money that you have to drop into the health plan before the health insurance company will help you start paying for things. Oh. So the way that the deductible generally works, not in all cases, is like, if people will pay a higher monthly premium, then the insurance company will reply or respond by going, okay, you're paying us more per month. We'll drop your deductible so that we help you pay for things earlier on in your needs for medical care. Yeah. So you pay a higher premium, you have a lower deductible. Generally, it doesn't always work that way. But so the copay then is like an amount that the health insurance company says, okay, before you reach your deductible, maybe it's $2,000, maybe it's $4,000, whatever, you still need to see the doctor sometimes. So if a doctor's visit costs $300, then if your copay is $10, you pay $10 at the site of the doctor's visit, and then your health insurance company pays $290. Oh. So the copay is a way for people to go into the doctor's office, see the doctor before they have to meet their deductible. Yeah. And then there's coinsurance. Coinsurance usually is it's a split. It's a cost split between the insurance company and the individual, but rather than being a flat amount like a copay, it's a percentage split. So, and it's usually after people meet their deductible. So, and say for instance, you have, and this is common, you have a copay to see a specialist doctor, and then that specialist doctor is like, oh, you know what? You need an MRI. We need to see what's going on inside your body. And so that MRI though is subject to the deductible, so you gotta drop that chunk of money first. Yeah. And then after you do that, then the coinsurance, we say it like kicks in basically, and then the insurance company pays for a portion of the rest of your healthcare after that. So if the specialist visit is $500, but your copay is $20, you pay $20, the insurance company pays $480. So that's your copay. And then say you need a $10,000 MRI. But your deductible is $2,000. So you drop your $2,000, and then you've met that for over the course of the year. You never have to meet your deductible more than once. Oh. So you meet the deductible, and then you still have $8,000 of MRI left to pay. And so if you're split with the health insurance company, it's like, oh, I don't know, say 20-80. So 20% for you, 80% for the health insurance company. Then of that $8,000, you pay for 20% of it. That's your coinsurance, and then the insurance company pays for 80%, and that's their responsibility. So copay, in short, is pre-deductible. You pay it at the site. Coinsurance is after you meet your deductible, tends to be for services rather than doctor's visits, like MRIs, blood work, X-rays, that kind of thing, surgeries also. Yeah, and then and you get billed for that coinsurance, so you don't have to pay it at the spot.
Lynn be dropping that info.
Mad jewel.
Man, if I was walking around with this kind of knowledge, first of all, I'd be charging people. You'd call me Dr. Doug. Yeah. And then I'd have a line. I'd have a Cadillac though, Lynn. What'd you drive up in? You ain't got a Cadillac?
No, it's my friend Jenny's old Scion.
Oh, you doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Lynn.
She's a musician. It's a car for like DJs and musicians. It's like a very hip car.
Well, I appreciate you doing this for us, because I'm telling you, I would have a following. I'd be like, man, I'm Dr. Doug. Let me tell y'all how you gonna do this, because you breaking it down. Yeah. Maybe that's gonna be her. We'll call her Dr. Coles.
There you go.
So we got a call.
Yeah, I think we got a call. Okay. Good morning, caller. How you doing? I think they're there.
Where'd they go?
Hello, caller. How you doing?
I'm fine. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing
good.
Great.
Doing
Hello.
Good. What's up, Miss Charlene? How are you?
I'm doing okay, Doug, and Devori, and your guest. I guess she's a guest, or she's a regular.
No, she's a guest.
She's a guest.
Lynn.
She's a guest.
Lynn
she's good
Coles.
enough to be a regular.
Yeah.
It's Lynn Coles from Foundation Communities.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Nice meeting you, Charlene. Hey, well, look, Lynn Cole, people have trouble paying their copay. People have trouble paying insurance. A monthly premium costs $400 a month. You think you're getting a good deductible, but it's not. We need to know the people's government, how these private insurers, what they receive from the people's government to to put these expensive charges on us. And then you have in the plans where you can get 3 visits per year, and how many medications you can get, and a lot of them don't have specialists. So we paying out of our pocket, and then the IRS, I believe, stipulated that you have to fill out an application to have insurance. These people can't afford insurance. So how do we get the system to recognize that they're ripping us off? And who's pocketing, who's serve on the boards of these private insurance and is going into their pockets, but yet still we get no representation at the table, just like the people of the city housing. How do we stop this mayhem? How do we keep our government accountable? How do we hold these private electors, private companies accountable? That's the same thing they're trying to do with the United States government, the people's government. They want to privatize Social Security and Medicaid. Why? It's going to be unaffordable for anybody to be able to have either some form of retirement, some form of income coming in, but yet and still they ripping the people's government off, the elected officials and the corporations, and yet we got Citizens United who sits at there. You think they're for the citizens. That's just a buku's a lie, but they're not representing the citizens. They're representing corporate America. So how do we, and my last comment, George DeSantis got expunged from the House of Congress. They locked the doors on him. Now we have Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House. Do you know he's performing a cover-up right before the American people's eyes about the January 6th, what you call January 3rd?
Miss Charlene, I love you to death. I'm glad you called in, baby. We trying to stay close to time, and you had a question. You got to give her a chance to answer.
She's not going to be the January 6th.
Yeah, that's a whole different talk show.
All right. Well, we want the government to represent the little guy, and we need to have affordable insurance, and it's good insurance, just like it is for the rich. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then.
Thank
God
you.
be the glory.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Well, and that is such important. That's such an important insight. That's such important feedback.
Yeah.
Everything that she said is right.
Yeah.
We do have a privatized health insurance company or health insurance industry in the United States.
Yes.
Even the public dollars that help people pay for plans through healthcare.gov or through the health insurance marketplace, the public health law that we help people sign up for, people get those public dollars through their applications that we help them fill out to go to private health insurance companies. So all the plans that are available to people in Travis County, in all across Texas, in Tom Green County, in Williamson County, wherever you live, if the IRS is helping you pay for your health insurance, they're paying a private company. So they're paying Blue Cross Blue Shield, they're paying Ambetter, they're paying Oscar, they're paying Imperial, like whatever the health insurance company is, it's a private corporation. Sometimes they're publicly owned, but either way, it's private capital that's going into executives and administrators' pockets. So, to answer your question, there's lots of types of health plans out there, and the ones that we help people get into are the ones that do not lack specialists. They do not lack medication coverage. They do not lack maternity care. There's this list of basic health things. They're called essential health benefits that every single plan that we help people enroll in has to meet the government's laws that determine what those essential health benefits are, and that health insurance companies have to have them and offer them to people. So none of the health insurance plans that we help people enroll in will ever not have a specialist that somebody can go see for diabetes, for muscular problems, for cardiac issues, right, for heart things. Basically, the government determines this list of specialist doctors that are necessary for all plans, and it requires all health insurance companies to cover all medically necessary things. So if you are on a plan that doesn't cover specialists or that doesn't cover medications or emergency room care or something, then it's not a plan that is governed by our American health laws, which means that it's probably what's called a limited benefits plan or a short-term plan, or it's a healthcare sharing organization that you bought into. And this happens a lot. Like, people will just go to the internet, or they'll call an insurance agent or a broker,
right,
and they'll say, I need affordable health insurance, what do I do?
Right.
And then the internet pops out a bunch of lists of companies, and some of those companies will have a plan for $20, and people sign on and they're like, oh, I have health insurance, but you don't have health insurance.
Right. I was going to ask you about that, because there's a lot of stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
People, go to Dr. Google.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and they go and they see, like the certain websites where you can get what quote unquote affordable health care insurance, and it's not really
it's not actual
covering
health insurance.
anything.
Yeah. And so those are, like I said, those are called limited benefits plans, short-term plans, healthcare sharing organizations, other kinds of plans, prescription assistance, primary care plans. All of these are massively limited, and they don't cover huge chunks of medical care that's medically necessary. So we recommend, again, like call your local navigator, call your nonprofit assister. Let them look at the plan that you have, that you thought was actual insurance, and we can help you figure out whether it is or it isn't. And if it's not, then we can help you fill out an application to see how affordable it might be if the IRS was helping you pay for what's called a qualified plan. And then very last thing, and then just to speak to your point, it's like, how can people avoid getting wrapped up in this system where they're paying so much, but they are feeling taken advantage of by their health insurance company? It's like, what we do is we help people use their plans to their best possible benefit. So if you're going to pay $20 per month for a plan and it's a qualified plan, or if you make more money and that plan costs you $120 per month, then we will help you use it. So you're getting every single benefit out of that plan, every single benefit out of that health insurance company, to make sure that you're not getting that you're not getting shafted by the insurance industry.
Lynn, you are killing it. I hope you need a raise. They need to give you all the time off that you want.
You need a job in radio,
because you're not talking over our listeners. You're personalizing it. You're taking calls. You're answering these questions. Some of these questions I've asked you, I know the answer, but I know other people may not know.
Yeah.
And yet you're still answering them, and you're probably like, oh, come on, I gotta do this.
That was such.
You're
a good
legit.
question. Yeah.
I wrote a song. Jabari and Dapper D, we talking healthcare with L to the C. Wednesday Mad is hump day on the fly. The morning grind talking KAZI. I mean, since you're gonna be here so often, we gonna have to. I'll put some music to that. We gonna do this thing. So I'm a little curious. We only have 5 minutes. Aww, we only have 5 minutes left with you, L to the C. And I was kind of curious about you guys and your flexibility. I thought that I had heard. So like, I know this lady, Emily, right? So like, Emily has said that you and your team, of health educators, you may be able to visit neighborhood meetings, church groups, office settings, any place. Now, y'all all listeners, everybody can't get L to the C, but there's like other people on her team.
Yeah.
And it sounds like your team of healthcare educators, y'all may come to the cookout. But if you don't make it to the cookout, y'all can come to the church meeting.
Totally. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and we will come to the cookout.
Well,
but also, like,
I'll save you a plate.
Not very many. Yes, save me a plate. But not very many people want to hear about health insurance at the cookout.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, now we're eating a rib.
Right.
You know your cholesterol can go up 18 points with eating that rib.
She's too smooth. She wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Right.
Lynn wouldn't do that. She's like, hey, pass me a roll right quick.
Right. No, it's tact. Right. Just a little. Yeah. Right.
And then later on, she might drop it.
Yeah, but thank you for bringing that up. We will visit with church groups, neighborhood associations. If you're just again like hanging out in your backyard with your family, we visit with school districts, groups of mental health care counselors. We want everybody to know that there are helpful health educators and health navigators around that can help people with these very specific questions. And sometimes if people if you're meeting with somebody who can help walk you through some of these things, like in a space that's already comfortable to you, because health questions can be they can remind people of bad experiences they've had in the past. They can be anxiety producing. They're definitely stress producing. So like because of those kind of like demanding moments when people are meeting with a navigator or with a health educator, it's really important for people to be in comfortable spaces. And so we'll come visit. We do health presentations at libraries, again for schools, for employer groups. If there's a small business out there and you don't offer health insurance to your employees, or if you're part of like a group of self-employed people who do similar work together, what have you, we would love to come out and just have a conversation about what health plans are available to you as folks who don't have employer health insurance, because having that opportunity to talk to an expert one-on-one means that people feel so much more comfortable when they sit down and look at that application, when they're getting to when they're picking a plan, and so we want to be as widely available to members of the community as possible to make sure that people can make informed decisions and feel good about their health care and their health coverage moving forward.
We didn't get to it, but Lynn, we're going to have you back next week. So listeners, we're going to have her back next week. We're going to take some calls. She wants to hear the good and the bad. We're going to do the bad first when you come, and then we'll finish that second half with the good stuff. So we're going to have to screen them calls.
Yeah.
And we want to hear the good stuff on there. But one of the things we're going to talk about then is you were telling us that there's a stat. There's a stat that your team gave us. At 18%, uninsured Black working age adults in Texas have a much higher chance of being uninsured than white community members. We're going to get into that next week. And one thing I wanted to offer on that is I wanted to offer you, so you can get your homework so you'll be ready. With a history of abuse in American medicine, Black patients struggle for equal access, and we have a lot of apprehension. So we're going to get into that topic.
Perfect.
Next week. Yeah. So that. Hey, I want to leave them. I want to leave them hanging. I want to leave some meat out there and let them know we're gonna get to that stuff.
Tune in next week.
Yes.
Yes, that's actually a really good topic.
So L to the C, if she shows up, because she ain't showing up now.
I will be here.
You gonna be here?
I will be here.
I didn't scare you. Her heart don't pump no Kool-Aid.
No, man. No,
she said I'm here. I'll be here.
That's pure blood right there.
She ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
L to the C stays ready.
L to the C. I like it. Yeah.
Well, L to the C from Foundation Communities, we certainly appreciate you being on and look forward to having you again next week.
Awesome.
When we take those calls. And man, I think that's just an excellent idea, brother.
Yeah.
Excellent idea. In the meantime, you can go to foundcom.org. I say the com and the org because we always say com.
Yes.
So foundcom.org. That is the website for Foundation Communities. Get linked in, check it out, and hopefully it's something that you can use for your life. We'll be back with more on 88.7 KAZI. This is The Morning Grind.
Thanks, Lynn.
More to come with The Morning Grind right here on 88.7 FM KAZI.
The morning grind.
That's right, baby. TMG in the place to be. That's how we used to say it back in the day.
What's going on? What's going on in them streets, man?
Man, yo, I'm gonna get up. I do not want to be in these streets right about now. I want to be off these streets. Hi. Okay, collision right now, 183 Anderson Mill Road. Look out for that one. Got a stalled out vehicle at 35 in Old Settlers and 35 at Westinghouse. Could be the same one because they're really close to each other. And a stalled out car, 183 and Burnett Road. Traffic still a mess as you're headed in, coming in from Round Rock, headed into the downtown area southbound. It's going to be a little heavy. And Southside, of course, still having issues as you get closer into, I think it's right around William Cannon on into downtown. So lots of fun on the road. Yay. I love my city, man, but I'm telling you what, bro, it's just absolutely crazy. Your boy Jabari Warfield in with Douglas Dab Dub. Yeah, man.
Yo, man. That was awesome. Don't be fooled by the rocks that she got. That's just Lynn A from the block.
Lynn's doing it.
Maybe we can do that one then.
I saw that.
We'll figure out something. We got to get something for her. That was good information. I really enjoyed that. Can't wait to have her back next week. We'll finish up the series, and great feedback. Appreciate you guys calling in. Definitely call in next week because we are going to be looking forward to having those conversations with you and with her.
Exactly.
Jabari.
Yeah.
I am very curious on a topic here, and I got to get your opinion.
Okay.
I need to know you're real. Like you're real.
My real?
Okay.
As opposed to my not real?
As
opposed to my fake?
I got an unpopular opinion, so you tell me how you feel.
Okay.
Genuine's So Anxious goes harder than My Pony.
No.
Boom.
No.
Wait. You ready to fight?
But I'm putting the gloves on right now.
You would go to war on that?
Pony versus So Anxious?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wait. Breathe in So Anxious first. Think about it. And then... okay, and you still today, bro. We gotta get Lynn back. Some of her healthcare educators. That didn't sound like the breathing in hurt.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit, but the coffee ain't kicked in yet, so that's my bad.
So you going hard on My Pony?
Pony was the joint, man. Pony is like, I mean, as far as like the likability, I mean, So Anxious is a really cool song.
Yeah,
it really is. It's great for, if you're just chilling at the crib, you got somebody with you doing your thing. So Anxious is the joint. I'm not questioning that. But I remember the first time I heard Pony, I remember staring at the speakers going, what in the actual is that? I mean, because the way Timbaland put the track together, and I'm sure he was using a lot of like new keyboards and new sounds and all of that. Pony goes hard.
Yeah.
Pony goes hard. So if you ask me which one do I think is goes harder? Now Pony's a joint, man. Because it's really creative.
Yeah.
It's really different. Like Timbo is just different, period. And he always has been, right?
But you ain't never been anxious?
Man, please, I'm anxious right now.
He's speaking to the anxiety level.
I got enough anxiety, man. I'm already dealing.
Okay.
I'm trying to find lawyers. I'm trying to drink coffee. I'm trying to raise children. I'm already anxious, bro. Trust and believe.
I just had to do that. All right, so the judge in Young Thug's trial has an emotional support dog with him in court. What are your opinions on that?
You know what? If you need an emotional support dog at work,
yes,
then at some point you need to find a new job.
Look, one of the things I know about lawyers, to be a good lawyer, you got to take the emotion out of it.
Yeah, you do.
Literally, this is called an emotional support dog. I don't need my life hanging on a person's opinion who is known to have bits of fury, of low points, and you're deciding my fate.
Yeah.
And you haven't. I'm against it.
Nah. I feel you. I feel you 100%. I think that when you get to your house and you leave all that stuff, if you can do that, because I'm sure a lot of lawyers can't. A lot of lawyers, or people who are working in law, or just people, period. If you've got a really crazy job and you're trying to leave the job at home,
yes, sir.
It's not that easy. It's especially because you come home and you've got, if you've got children, if you've got, if you're married, and you probably more likely, I'm sure, as an attorney, you'd probably have an office, or a judge, you'd have an office that you're working with at home. So it really doesn't go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess you have to find you have to bring yourself down where you can. And I guess if a dog helps you do that, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But I'd be more worried about the dog peeing on my legal papers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm worried. I'm worried about the cleanup that I got to deal with.
That's a good stack over there, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good stack. Like, I need that, bro. Okay, exactly. So I'm gonna look at. You remember that the Cheesecake Factory, the list of places not to take a date. Mm-hmm. Remember that list came out? Mm-hmm. Well, there was a young man on social media, and he had his date out, and let me just take you through the scenario.
All right, go for it.
So she says she doesn't eat at the Cheesecake Factory. So the guy took her to a 5-star restaurant. So she was up on that list, and he said, okay, fine. I won't take you to Cheesecake. We'll go to a 5-star restaurant.
Right.
And at the restaurant, he's videotaping her the whole time. So this is on social media. She was slurping up her pasta Alfredo, and in slurping it, she had Alfredo sauce all over her lips and her chin. And then she picked up a lobster head, and she's picked up a lobster and bit it. And then she realized that the top portion was a shell. And then she picked up the bottle of water that you're supposed to pour into a glass. She bucked the whole bottle. Finally, she looked up to the guy to see he was recording, and she looked at him like, okay, what are you looking at?
Wow.
So hold on now. Y'all out here talking about you don't want to get taken certain places on a date. And then a bro takes you to a 5-star, we talking Michelin rated spot. And that's what you slurping. Yeah, lady in the tramp style, you slurping up noodles, and you got residue on your lips and your chin. Listen, man.
Oh, no.
What would you do?
I would probably, I would go through the date, let the date be done, and then I'm out. Then I'm like, you know what? You and I ain't vibing. We just not vibing. I'm sorry. You can't be slurping all up in a restaurant. In a 5-star, you can't slurp at McDonald's.
No, you cannot.
You can't slurp at Burger King or Shortstop or nowhere. If we eating breakfast tacos, you can't be slurping on me. I'm sorry.
Dude, social media has changed folk.
Yeah, it has.
And what you're doing is when you are one of those people and you're like, yeah, that list is right. I'm all about that list.
No.
You're ruining your blessing. And you put yourself in situations you ain't ready. Clearly, she won't ready. She ain't never had lobster before. She bit the lobster.
You don't bite lobster?
No, you don't. You flip that
side.
sucker over. She didn't know. She picked up the whole thing and put it in her mouth and bit. That. Yes.
Put the phone down.
Okay.
Because you are clearly influenced by somebody else's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She don't know where she was.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Now I want to celebrate. That's going into relation. That's out here trying to find love.
Okay.
What if I told you somebody found love. Here's Cleovis and Arwilder Whiteside have been married for 84 years.
Wow.
And their friends and family could not pass up the chance to celebrate from 1939 to the present day. 102-year-old Cleovis and 92-year-old Arwilder reflected over their years of marriage, and they credited God as the reason for their success. So they're 102 and 98 years. They're from Arkansas. There's a couple.
Okay.
And they celebrate 84 years of marriage, possibly the longest active marriage in all of America.
That's crazy. From Arkansas. Shout out to Pine Bluff. I had an aunt in Pine Bluff.
Oh, you been through?
Oh, no, I got folks from Pine Bluff, man. Yeah, my mom actually lived the first 10 years of her life in Pine Bluff.
I done been through Little Rock, did some dancing in Little Rock.
Yes, sir.
Great salsa scene over in Little Rock.
Really?
They get down with the get down.
Come on, you
man,
serious?
I was shocked. I was passing through.
I'm shocked
I was staying
right
in
now.
a hotel, but I just got there early. And I was like, man, let me just go ahead. I went to meet up, just started looking, and I was like, yo, there was a couple spots. And then one spot I chose, legit. So, yeah,
Really?
I was kind of curious. 84 years of marriage.
That's long. What is the key to it? I mean, is the key to it? I've heard the key to it as a husband is just you just do whatever the wife says and just yes hear it all the way
we
through.
deprecate and we
I don't
say that,
I
but
don't
that at that point, that's just teamwork. That's
It has to be teamwork.
they co-captains.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. I don't think you're captain and co-captain. I think you captain and I think you both are given 100% or 100% or 50-50, however you want to. But 84 years.
Yeah,
bro?
man. That's a long time.
That is I mean, like, okay,
Beautiful.
I'm also trying to figure out the diet. Like, what did y'all eat? There's no way we could have ate out at the restaurants. They probably just avoided that.
Yo,
Everything was cooked.
could you imagine? Like, what if one was a bad eater and one was a good eater? And let's say Cleovis was like, yo, we gotta do this. We'll live a long life. And you was against it, but you was like, all right, fine. And now y'all 102 and 98. You're like, yo, appreciate you. You was right.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I listened.
Okay.
Because the Friends is dropping. You
man,
out
I
here
know.
outliving everybody.
I know, dude.
Okay.
All right.
I want your point of view.
Okay.
When you realize that the real luxuries of life are slow mornings and the freedom to choose whatever you want to do. Do you share that point of view?
Oh,
When you got those slow mornings and you got time where, I don't know, your schedule is clear and you could just decide to do whatever you want. You seem like a I'm gonna sit at a little cafe and I'm gonna have me a nice croissant.
Yeah.
And then just people watch. That's what I feel like when you get that slow time. That's what you do.
Trust me. That's what. Well, first of all, I'm addicted to coffee.
Oh.
Let's put it like that. I love slow morning because I've been working. I started my first job I ever had. I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
And also when I was working in the news, I was getting up at 3:00 so I could be out the door about 4:00
Oof.
to get to the station at 5:00. I did that from like 1999 all the way to 2013.
Good
okay,
grief.
and that was 2 shifts. I had 2 shifts, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So that's why, and I was doing all that while raising a kid. Now, I'm not tooting my own horn. Basically, I'm giving the example of why I like slow mornings.
Yeah.
I think at some point you've earned that. If you've done that, if you put your kids through school, if you've worked to help somebody else out, at some point you have to take care of you. Your battery can't charge. If you normally give somebody a jump,
Yep.
your battery can't charge nobody else's battery if your battery's dead.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
You ain't got no juice.
Thank you. So
You
gotta
ain't
give
helping
yourself
me.
some-
Move it along. You can't help me.
Yeah, you got to give yourself.
You
some,
drained yourself.
Okay, yeah, yourself is drained. You got to give yourself some grace. You got to give yourself some time, and you got to say, "I love me enough to wake up at 10:00, grab some coffee, unless you just have to be out the door."
I gotta tell you something that happened on social media.
Yeah, go for it.
So this guy recorded this whole conversation. So he was talking to his wife, girlfriend, and he started talking about her friend, and he said that the friend was thick.
Uh-oh. I can see where this is going.
I want to know, callers, 512-836-2887. If you're talking to your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and you say something that is complimentary of the other person, what reaction will you get? This young man's reaction, it did not go well, Jabari.
Uh-oh.
And I'm glad he caught that because he thought he was gonna get a good reaction, and she was gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Like it's facts. So Jabari, I know I'm in a relationship,
Right.
and we literally talked about this yesterday. If someone walks past right there and like, dang, she was beautiful.
Right.
Or if a guy walks by and we could be like, yo, did you see those calves? That dude looked like he could just like, he could jump over a building.
Sure, yeah.
He got the Hulk calves. Like, I think that's healthy. I think that's a person with good self-esteem. They're very confident. I didn't jump up, leave the lady I'm having lunch with, and run over and be like, yo, let me get your number.
Sure.
That didn't happen.
Right.
But do we gotta lie? We gotta lie out here? You gotta lie?
I don't think it's about lying. I think you just have to. It's about the person you're with, because some from a man's point of view, some females will be okay, you just joking, and they'll be cool with it and brush it off. Some will take it as disrespect. Some will take it in form of insecurity, and they'll say, well, wow, why are you doing that? Why are you looking at her? It's that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of who you're with, but you're right in the sense that it's not like we're not going to see people.
Yes.
Because if I see, back in the day, you see Halle Berry, it's like your neck's gonna snap.
Yes.
Okay, but like, wow, man, that's Halle Berry. Boy, she's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen.
So then you can have the conversation. Why sit outside? We were sitting outside having lunch. Why sit outside and people watch if you can't comment on the people you watching?
If you don't want to see nobody when you people watch, it's best you sit outside the Humane Society, because that's all you can look for the cats and the dogs, because you're going to see people, and you're going to see people that look different, that look good. You're going to see people that are wearing something that you think is complimentary. You're going to see somebody that lives in the gym, and they're just stacked. I mean, that's, and working at the gyms that I have for a long time, you see different females. Now, of course, there's looking, and then there's like oogling.
Yeah.
But your eyes are just stuck for about 5 seconds.
And that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that may catch some hands.
I mean, nobody, because you kind of like, well, hey, if that's what you want, go ahead. I mean, what are we doing here?
Right.
I'm wasting your time, clearly. The reason I also brought that up is because Miami, dog. When I say Miami, how you feel about Miami?
First thing I think of Miami, bass and booty.
Well,
bass and booty.
I got someone who was acting basic.
Okay.
About their boo.
Right. Okay.
So a Miami woman was arrested Saturday after stabbing her boyfriend in the eye with a rabies needle because he was looking at other women. Yeah. According to the police report, this lady, Sandra Jimenez, she's 44. She's going to get an aggravated battery charge. She jumped on top of her boyfriend while he was on their couch and stabbed him in the right eyelid with a rabies needle that was intended for their dogs.
Wow.
The boyfriend called police and was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital.
Are you serious, bro?
So she was later found sleeping in her car and taken into custody, telling police her boyfriend's injuries were self-inflicted.
Oh, come on, you lying.
He did that to himself, is what she said.
No.
So she appeared in court at Miami-Dade County Circuit. George ordered her to stay away from her boyfriend, set her bond at $7,500, and she was also granted house arrest. Allowed out for work, school, medical appointments, or to meet with her lawyer. That's the only time she can get up out of there.
Son, are you serious?
Yeah. So again, they were sitting out on a porch.
Right.
They were people watching.
Right.
We sitting on the porch, and then he turned his head. It's Miami, dog.
Miami. It's
You said
Miami.
base
Come
of
on.
booty.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Come on,
Man,
dude. I had to go down to Miami Beach on the beach for work. And I was there for it was a aviation event, so I had to have a hotel on the beach because my event literally was on the beach.
Right.
So it was great. It was great because companies paying for that, right? I left the beach. I walked right across the street, and I went to this little cafe. I'm eating a nice sandwich. I didn't know this was happening. The twerk festival was happening the very same day.
Come on,
that's
son,
Miami
really?
for you.
Oh, that's scary.
Yo, it came down the block, and I'm glad I took the seat I had looking out the glass window because I was facing the street and I was people watching.
Sure.
And I'm glad I did because, the whole parade went past.
Oh, man.
Twerk Festival in Miami.
That's like taking a stick of dynamite and putting in some gasoline and lighting it.
You live in Miami. You know there's beautiful people.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
He's sitting on the porch with you. He went in the house with you, fell asleep on the couch, probably dreaming of you, but you don't care. You jump on top of him and then stab him in the eye with a rabies needle.
Wow.
That happened.
Man, that hurts just thinking about that.
I want your I got something else.
Okay.
From your generation and how you feel. I want your point of view.
All right.
Grown men calling roadside assistance for a flat tire. Is that sassy?
You mean is it cool? Is it all right?
Yeah.
Is it all right
yeah.
to do?
Can you go to the barber shop and tell the bros you had roadside assistance come out and change your tire, but you didn't get out and do it yourself?
Nah, man, nah. I wouldn't.
Generational.
We always did that. We always did that because it's like as soon as you get it done, the quicker you get back on the road. I've had to change flat tires. I've had to change them on the road. I've had to change them in my driveway.
Yes, sir.
That's a self-sufficient thing. I've had to change my own oil.
So you down for it?
Oh yeah,
I appreciate
definitely.
that.
Sure.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
I think it's a lost art.
It's a lost art, and not only that, there are not a lot of people who transfer that. Transfer that information to either their kids, male or female, either one. And I know some women say, "Well, how can I change a tire? You need a lot of strength to change a tire." And there is amount of strength, but there's also certain things you can
leverage.
put the leverage. You can put the tire iron on and push down with your foot.
Yes, sir.
And do it that way. So it can be done. It's not the most comfortable, and yeah, you're gonna be sweating by the time you get out, and your hands are gonna be dirty and all of that. But you're gonna be back on the road doing your thing.
I appreciate that. You said self-sufficient in the Army. We call it self-recovery. But yeah, you should be able to provide aid to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Male or female.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you do if you find out your old lady cheating with your favorite player in the NFL or the NBA? What you doing next?
She better bring home some money. If she ain't bring home some money or something we can turn into some money, she better get on out. If it's like that. If it's like that.
Yeah.
If it's like that.
Yeah.
If you want to get out there and do your thing, with old dude, okay, cool. But you better bring home a check. Because if you ain't bringing home a check, do not come into the Warfield Mansion. That ain't happening.
The gates will be locked.
Click.
Jeeves is standing by the gates
Click.
with a shotgun.
Click.
Don't try to climb over.
No,
Okay.
You better bring home some dollars. He better not bring one of them. He better not be a rookie still negotiating his contract.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah.
Get out.
It better be the big money. The dude is on the second contract. The second contract is always the big contract.
This is true.
Not the rookie contract.
This is true.
Yo, you are it's Warfield Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
And you are a man of music. So I'm
am.
a little curious if you were familiar. Metro Boomin, he dropped an orchestra performance as a live album. If he did that, would you be a fan? Because his performance, it went crazy viral.
Yeah.
The Source magazine had it. It was brilliant. It was creative. I think that should be talked about more in music. Mm-hmm. We had Phantom of the Hip Hopper. Remember we had that?
Yeah.
But this gentleman had an orchestra, Metro Boomin, and it was legit.
Nice.
What are your thoughts on that? My
thoughts on that is that when you take music and elevate it and put it into different forms, I think at some point that does nothing but elevate the culture. It elevates the music. It elevates you as a musician. And I know Metro Boomin's done it. Nas has done it.
Yes.
Nas performed with an orchestra. I think RZA from Wu-Tang did something with an orchestra. And he's also done a ton of movie soundtracks as well. Here's the thing about us is we took rap music, we took that poetry, we took the beat, we took it from the Bronx all the way up until to the Hollywood Hills.
Yes, sir.
Right? And so the limits that we put on the possibilities are our own. I'm all for it. Metro Boomin did it. I'm all for it. I think that gives him more leverage in the music industry. And he can still stay true to what he wants to do.
Yes.
Because you have to stay true to where you start, right? So I'm good with that, man. I'm good with anybody who wants to elevate. I'm good with the whole Andre 3000 project.
Yes.
Right. I know a lot of people are like, why is he doing this, whole flute thing? Andre owes us nothing.
No.
You go back and listen to ATLians or Aquemini, Andre's killing it. Killing it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that he can't do, in terms of hip hop. So, shout out to Metro Boomin, man, for sure.
Yo, I gotta talk about it's my weekly rich guy talk.
All right, cool. Let's take a break and come back.
Okay, let's do that.
Back. Hold that rich guy talk, because you know me, I'm a rich guy, as you said.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back, y'all.
More to come with the morning grind right here on 88.7 FM KAZI.
This portion of KAZI is being sponsored by Austin Public Health.
Oh my goodness, Lil Jon.
That had to be the most lit
that's
holiday
crazy, right?
joint.
That's
God.
Crazy. Yeah, Lil Jon and the Kool-Aid Man.
You knew you had you knew you was doing something with that one.
Son, I was like, I cannot wait to play this song.
People were swerving on the road.
Yeah, they probably like, what in the actual plan is Jabari doing?
512-836-2887. If you turned that up at work, because Jabari made you feel very proud of who you were and what you doing, because you know what they playing at work.
Yeah,
you getting a whole lot of you getting tired of that. You know it's cold up in there, air conditioning booming. Man. Everybody else walking around, they ain't cold. You know you cold. You got a little heater at your desk. Exactly. That's what we do, right?
Exactly.
I got a heater right next to my desk, Jabbar. I don't mess around.
You gotta have it, man. You gotta have
this little thing be cranking.
Really?
Someone came to my office the other day and was like, thank you. Your office is so warm. It's cold everywhere else. Can I just stand here? I was like, do you want me to turn it towards you?
Nice.
You want me to share the wealth?
Yeah,
I did. And she was like, thank you. Hey, I gotta get my rich guy on.
Here we go. Y'all y'all brace yourself for me.
Since you're the only guy I know that's got a helicopter, a butler, you got gates to your residence. The square footage. Once you get over 10,000 feet of square footage, you a mansion. And since all that applies to you, this is what I saw.
Okay.
A man spent $5,000 on his steak. Was it worthy, Jabari? Big Bucks Warfield. It looked like it had gold on it, so they had little sprinklings of gold.
There's a whole lot of jokes with that one, but go ahead.
So even at your tax bracket, would you spend $5,000 on a steak?
On one steak?
One steak.
How many ounces? We talking porterhouse, 72-ounce porterhouse?
No, it was not that big.
No. First of all, number one, I would not spend $5,000 on one steak.
Jabbar, you got it. You got it.
No.
You would not?
Son, if I had it, I wouldn't do it.
Wow.
Seriously. If I had it, I mean, to me, man, that's an awful lot of money to spend on one piece of meat.
Yes, sir.
If I'm feeding, some families, okay, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But $5,000 on one steak? Come on, son. I don't think Michael Jordan would do that.
No, he wouldn't.
Jordan could buy a restaurant.
Yes, he could.
Like right now.
Yes, he could.
Jordan ain't spending $5,000
on
a piece of meat.
What you doing? What y'all out here doing?
No. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, Jabbar.
Uh-oh.
Good morning, Dapper Doug.
What's up, sis? How you doing?
I'm well, love. Man, Jabbar, the guys in the store want to say thank you this morning because as I'm in the store, you played that song, and me and my Southern pride, we just bouncing along with you.
I knew somebody turned up.
Was that the Lil Jon one you heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I am being followed in the store. I'm like, ain't this a bluff?
Yep, that's me starting trouble.
Yep.
That's what we do.
DL from RVA. DL, was you listening all day today?
Just about, yes.
L to the C, Lynn Coles, she's from RVA.
Yes, I heard.
She's a homegirl for you. So she from out there. For those who don't know, RVA, that's Richmond, Virginia. L to the C, she lives here now, but she got to come from somewhere. She come from where you from.
Giving out some really good explanations of the copay because many people just pay it and don't know what they're paying for.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, she broke it down.
She really did. I was very impressed with her, and you're right because she informed a lot of people. I mean, even myself, because I think anytime you have that kind of knowledge of the medical situation, because it's crazy for us to try to filter through that.
No. Ain't nobody reading all the fine print. Ain't nobody doing that.
Nah.
They not. All the paperwork, you get your letter in the mail, it's got that little plastic card. You take the card, you pull it off the little glue, and then you ready to rock. You just want to know when can I go? And what will they take? Because I got this rash. I got this little red DL. I got this little red rash right now. You want to take a look at it? You want me to text you a pic or something?
No, I'm good, baby. I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead and call up your primary care. You ready for that shot of that cream he give you?
That's what L to the C said. That's what she said.
Son, that's crazy.
Hey, what else? What else? What's popping with you?
It's a good day. I just wanted to know two things.
Okay.
First off, $5,000 for a steak.
They did it.
Help us out, sis.
They did that.
Help us out.
No, that's called some type of special.
That's called your whole family is getting treated to me. That's $5,000.
That's somebody's mortgage, car payment. That's taking mama to the store, getting everything mama need, not everything that mama want, but everything that mama needs.
DL, I said it was gold plated though.
I don't give a flying plastic.
Hush your mouth.
That's not making no sense. And then for the young man that took the girl to the 5-star restaurant and she's slurping.
No.
See, first off, you're gonna have this conversation in the car before you take anybody anywhere that you might embarrass me.
That's true.
I need to know, what is the salad for? What is your meal for?
Yeah.
Are you using a knife to put your butter on your bread? We're having all this conversation before you get out there and embarrass me. Because I will get up, I will use my napkin, leave my money on the table with the waiter, and I'm out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? He did make a mistake there. He probably should have known that. He should have collected some intel and known what he was bringing into the situation.
He chose poorly
because she was out over her skis.
See, I blame his mama for not preparing him for days like that.
So I'm just gonna go back one last time. It's a marbled Wagyu
See, here we go. Here we go with this mess.
wrapped in edible 24-karat gold leaf. You still ain't getting it.
No.
Okay, I thought maybe if I gave you a good explanation. I said marbled. I thought I had her, Jabari.
No, you just never
Okay.
know.
Marble gold leaf.
Yes, ma'am.
Why would I eat something that's marble gold leaf, putting it in my body? Why would I do that?
Thank you. Because you know how it's going to come out sparkly.
Lord have mercy.
Right. You're going to look like one of them little elves up on the shelves and pay it all.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Oh, my goodness.
Yo, DL, thanks for calling in.
Hey, y'all have a great one now.
All right, you too. Good
Enjoy.
to hear from you, sis. Take care.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to sell nobody on that one, man. That's bruh, 5Gs. You know, there's some places probably, you know, in New York or Los Angeles or around the world where you can go in and take 5Gs and feed like your whole family for the night.
Yeah.
But man, for one steak,
All them cousins I got coming through.
Yeah, you bet.
With 5Gs, yeah, I could take them out about 6-7 times for that 5. Yeah, I could do that.
That's a lot, kid. That's a lot.
I'm a little curious on one other little topic. We're going to need some people to call in. 512-836-2887. Would you go on a date with a guy who has no intentions of giving you any money?
Any money.
Any money.
Okay.
So you already know that. Like, that's one of the things that y'all talked about before y'all even went out on that first date. He's letting you know, I ain't giving you no money.
Like money just to pay for food, like at all. Well, hold up, no, at all. If we get into a relationship,
I ain't giving you no money.
Or just like
you got your own job.
Like at all. Like if we get into a relationship,
you got your own money. You got your own job. You bringing this in. I'm telling you up front. Would you still go on a date, ladies? I'd like for you to call in, Jabari. My thing that I work with right now.
Right.
I told her. I said I ain't gonna be whining and dining you.
Wow.
That's one of the first conversations we had. 13 years later, we still together though. But hey, you gotta put that stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to be true. You do have to be honest. You don't want to get into a situation and turn around and back out. But I don't know, man. Your desert's gonna be awfully dry.
Hey, I don't know if everybody can pull that off, but your boy did. So I'm very curious. Call in 512-836-2887. Would you go on a date with a guy who has no intentions of giving you any money?
Like ever at all, period, while y'all together? Nothing.
I saw a young man on social media. He was walking up to young ladies and he was asking them that question. And I'm very curious about our callers and their answer. money. Nothing. Nada.
Nothing.
Nathan.
Nada. Okay, let's see. I think I might have a call on there. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning. I would definitely still go out on a date with someone who tells me I'm not going to spend no money on you because the end game is you ain't going to get none of me anyway. I take that meal. You won't be the one.
Wow. So
You just take me. I'll go out on a date with you. You won't be getting none of me.
Oh, well, there is that. See, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Desert, dry, not happening.
Are you able to cut? Can you cut down your radio?
Turn your radio down,
right quick.
if you would, please. There we go.
All right. Okay. So continue. I think you were going to expound a little more.
The only thing I'm saying is me and my first husband came from the ground up. He never said that type of stuff to me. And when I said we were walking and then we ran, we started out, small little jobs. We eventually got married, bought a house, did all of that. But I'm not going to even waste my time, really, listening to someone say that to me.
Okay, so I get...
I'm going to take your meal, but that conversation over the table and everything won't be leading up to the bedroom.
Well,
so I'm curious then. I gave a little glimpse into my life because this young man, he was doing this on social media, and I told Jabari, I don't know if you heard that part, maybe you were calling in. I said I told my lady, we've been together 13 years. I told my lady that at the front. Now I said that. But we done took trips to Vegas. We done take cruises. We done been to other countries together. I mean, I'm just saying that. What I'm saying is I'm letting you know that. Now, so what you're saying is she could have missed out on her blessing. We might not be together because of what I said. It's what you're saying, right?
That most definitely. And the thing about it is I most definitely would not sit here and lie and say that, I've never dated someone who got down like that. Didn't want to spend no money, whatever, but I never married the person. It never ever came to anything because I'm going to be down with you. You be down with me. That's what it is. I mean, seriously, and keep folk out your business. Don't even be talking about spending on $5,000 on a steak. I mean, that right there, that meant the hotel, the motel, Holiday Inn, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if a man said he got to go eat one steak and $5,000 a steak, she's a gold digger.
No, yeah, you think that's
and she ain't working with a broke.
No,
I'm saying. Wow, he ain't a broke figure.
Yeah, Kanye and Jamie Foxx song have been playing all night long.
Yeah.
All night.
Caller, thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in. Have a great day.
And Merry Christmas to that song by what's his name? The
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
And the Kool-Aid Man. I was driving, bumping on the south side.
There it is.
Nice.
There it is.
That's what's up. I'm glad you like. Thanks
Play
for.
it again. Yeah, play it again before y'all get off the air.
Okay, all right. I might do that. I think I'll try to sneak it in. I'll try to sneak it in before the professor gets in.
Jabari, you hit him with that. You hit him with that. That Lil Jon, the Kool-Aid.
That Lil Jon is man. Y'all ain't know. I think I'm gonna try to sneak that one in before the professor gets.
You're gonna have to.
All right, we just about out of here, man. Any last comments, thoughts, and all of that good stuff, bro?
Hey, I hope you guys. We have a lot of fun. We take a lot of liberties with this opportunity, but what we did earlier, I hope you guys had taken some notes. You put some food for thought. There's some young people out there that's starting in the workplace. You need to know how to navigate healthcare. There's some old heads that are out there. Y'all definitely need to navigate this because we want y'all. We need y'all experience. We need y'all. Look, grandmama and them, uncle, auntie, y'all got to get y'all stuff straight. Please stay healthy. Do what you got to do so that you can stay on this earth for us. We need ya.
Yeah.
I need them old heads.
Yeah, man.
For moments of levity, most importantly, because I be picking on my old heads. But you know, I need them though. I need it here. I be laughing at my mom all the time.
Right.
Jokes at her expense. But my mom, she better be doing the right thing. I ask her all the time. Yo, you rode your stationary bike today? She better be riding that bike. She better stay healthy. We need y'all. Stay healthy. Love you.
Exactly. Definitely good words of wisdom. And you guys take care. We're getting ready to check on out of here. The professor's coming in. Take care. Love yourself. Don't forget, man, it's not about the money. The money gonna come and go. I promise you that. The best thing you can do is get with family. Family's so important. Love is so important, and the connection that we have is so important as people, as adults. All that stuff, man. It's just so important to do. Thank y'all very much for tuning in to the Morning Grind here on 88.7 KAZI. Don't forget, we got great stuff all day long. The professor's coming in. He's going to start that music history class, so you better be ready for that. Iron Sharpens Irons up at noon. And then be sure to check out DJ Slice in the afternoon, Johnny Garrett in the midday, and my man Greg Ricard is going to be doing Let's Cool One. Great jazz coming up 7 to 10. He's got that. And don't forget to check out our website, kazifm.org. Lots of good information, including Cat Williams coming to the Austin area. It's the Dark